everyone, I am Saida Abida. I am studying in Government First Grade College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Sira, Department of Commerce, final year, 5th sem. Here, the course of Financial Institution and Market assigned by Tirumala M. Topic is Jain Resources Recycling IPO. Here I am going to present give a presentation on Jain Resources Recycling Limited IPOs. In the first slide, we see about Jain Resources Recycling. That is, the Jain Resources Recycling IPO issue type is of book built, that is 1,000 to 250 crores. The fresh issue of share in this company is 2.16 crores shares, aggregating of rupees 500 crores, and offer value is of 3.23 crores of rupees 750 crores. And in the next point we see is that the Jain Resources Recycling IPO has listed with Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. The listing date of this company is October 1st, 2025. The date of listing is fixed. And in Jain Resources Recycling IPO, price band is set from rupees 220 to 232 per share. The lot size for application is 64, and the minimum amount required for investment by the retailer is 14,842.64 shares based on the upper price. Then the lot size for investment for investor is 14 lakhs 896 shares, amounting to rupees 2,07,872, and for the big non-investor it is a 68 lots 4,352 shares, amounting rupees 10 lakh. In the next slide we see about Jain Resources Recycling IPO in details. Here we see the company opening dates and IPO's closing date, face value and IPO price band and issue size, fresh issue and offer for sale, and what type is the issues, and the list of IPOs. Here in the first we see that the IPO opening date, that is on September 24, 2025, and IPO closing date is on September 26, 2025. The face value of equity share in this Jain Resources Recycling IPO is of rupees 2 per share, and the IPO price band is set up from 220 to 232 per share, and the fresh issue has been approx rupees 500 crore, and issue size is 1,250 crores, and offer sale is approx this. And in the next slide we see about Jain Resources Recycling Limited. Here we see that the company is established in 2022. The Jain Resources Recycling Limited has been engaged in recycling and manufacturing of non-ferrous metal product, and it is the company's product portfolio includes lead alloy ingots, copper and copper ingots, aluminum and aluminum alloys. And here in the next point we see the company operates 3 recycling facilities located in Sipcote Industrial Estate, and these facilities process various type of metal scrap including copper, lead and aluminum threads, talons and tents. And here we see the gold refining facilities in safe zone in UAE, that is Sharjah Airport International Free Zone. It gives the gold refining facilities. The Jain Resources Recycling Limited give gold refining facilities in safe zone in UAE through subsidiaries of JIGV. And in Jain Resources Recycling Limited, it supplies its product sectors such as lead acid batteries, electrical and electronic, and pigmentation and automotive. And here in the next slide we see about the financial statement of Jain Resources Recycling. In financial statement we see the asset value and income and profit after tax has been increased from previous year to current year. The asset value have been increased. We can see in the previous year the asset value was 1115.96 and it increases in 2024 from 1528.76 and in 31st March it has been increased to 1836.24 and the total income of this company has also been increased. We can see in previous year the total income was 3,107.53 and here it increased to 4,484.84 and here 7,162.15 and profit after tax has also been increased and here the company has also earned more reserves and surplus and borrowing has also been increased. From previous year to current year, the borrowings, reserves and surplus of the company has also been increased. And here we see the income of the company is also been increased from previous year. And here in the next slide we see about Resources Recycling IPO bidding requirements for investors. That is application is for individual investor, retailer and individual investor. Minimum and maximum lots and minimum and maximum shares amount of the investor has been given. Here for individual investor in retail, one lots and minimum 64 share amounts 14,848 and individual investor maximum for retailer is 13 lots shares of 832 amount rupees 1,93,024. Here we can see the maximum and minimum lots and shares required for the investors, especially for retail investor. And here in the next slide we see about aims of the Jain Resources Recycling IPOs. Aims and the objectives of the company. The first and foremost or a primary aim of this company is to rise the issues from 1,250 to more. Their primary goal is to rise this 1,250 crores to more so that they can utilize these amounts in different ways, fund in different ways. And the aim of the Jain Resources Recycling IPO purpose is to cooperate. And here in the next slide we see about should I invest in the Jain Resources Recycling IPO or not. In this slide we say can we invest in this company or not. Before investing in any company we must get the detail of the company and we must know the pros and cons of the company. Here we see the pros and cons of Jain Resources Recycling IPO. In the first we see that the company has a track record of profitability and consistency of financial performance in industries. It means, as we know, this company is of international company, so it has a record of earning more profit and having a good performance of finance. And in the next point we see that the company has a strong base with global customer. As it is an international company, this company has a strong base with global customer and it has a close relations with professionals and qualified customers, and this company always adopts the experienced management team and qualified person in industries. As it is international, they must adopt the qualified and experienced management team. Every advantages has its limitations, so even there are some limitations on these companies. Those limitations are heavy dependencies of a few products. This company is mostly dependent upon some products. If those products are not available, then this company profit or its company's process or function may affect. So this product has been dependent upon few products like shares and some other products. Then here next point is the company depends on other supplier for scrap. Here this company will not have its own supplier for scrap. It have the other. It takes the scrap from other suppliers, that is of scrap metal. It takes the scrap metal from other suppliers. So this company is dependent upon the other supplier, and the company raw material have been relatively low, and the company depends upon exports. This company is mostly depend upon the exports. If the exports have been stopped, then it may affect the performance of company. This may affect the performance of company if exports is less. Then always think before investing, and must invest in some companies so that you can earn more. Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. So you must think before investing. Thank you.